Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Nash Meyer, formerly of Patrick Henry High School. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So I know it's I know how's first I should say how's the first month of summer going for you?
Good. I'm pretty busy with playing Legion baseball and everything and working, keep myself busy, but it's going good.
Yeah. Okay, so you have had probably one of the most interesting years. Um, you had probably one of the most interesting senior year out there, probably out of anybody. So, you know, can you just kind of describe like, and we'll progressively get to, the ending point, but just kind of talk about like how, how your year kind of went for you.
Yeah. So summer and everything with football and everything was great. I mean, I felt like we were really connecting as a team. Started off real hot. We beat a really good Columbus Grove team. I ended up setting our school's all-time passing yards in a career that game, so that was pretty sweet. We were 5-0 heading into 5-0 heading into playing Wasion at Wasion, which is a really good team, really tough opponent. And we ended up battling and knocking them off. I think we were losing most of that game. We ended up winning, coming back, and then I got on the bus and my knee just wasn't right, and went and got checked out, and I had a torn meniscus, so it kind of like exploded. So I had pieces all over the place. So there was a piece stopping my knee, so I couldn't really straighten it, and then I had damage done to my ACL. So then I had to get surgery within the next week or two.
Yeah. So really after all that, I mean, obviously surgery successful. They had to put you back to they could put you back together, but
Yeah,
um, then what?
yeah. I mean, I was on crutches obviously, so I went to every practice, and I kind of just they kind of made me as like another coach. So I told the backup quarterback, everything that would be going through my head during the play, and I kind of just coached him along because he was new to it too. He was one of our best receivers. I think he was second in the league in pass or in receiving yards when I got hurt. So he was real new to it too. So it's kind of a learning curve for the both of us, our whole team. And I honestly think it brought us together more and brought us our team together and helped us succeed as we went on.
Then to be what was it like knowing that, hey, I'm probably not going to get back out there, or
Yeah, I mean, it was bittersweet because, obviously I'm not playing. I'd love to be out there with my guys and everything, but just seeing my team come together and kind of rally around me, and then just, you know, they said, and I kind of felt like they were playing for me, and then we had a couple other guys injured. Kind of just it felt so good seeing them come together, and we all had one goal and just push, and they pushed each other, and it was real sweet watching it from the sidelines. Obviously, I would have loved to have been out there and played, but God had a plan for me, and it wasn't to be out there playing. It was to be doing something bigger and helping my teammates out. And so it is what it is. And it was bittersweet, like I said, but it was a good time.
remember, bud, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So coming in from football season now, after that's done, what was the recovery process like for you?
Yeah, they said just because of how badly my meniscus was torn and the damage done to my ACL, it'd be at least 6 months. So I was out for so they said I wouldn't be able to play basketball, which, you know, was not cool. And then they said I'd have to work real hard to get back for baseball. So I mean, I think I had PT 2 to 3 times a week. So I just went there and, did all my exercises, did everything they told me to do. And then I would come home and do as much as I could. And I ended up actually getting back for a couple games of basketball, but it didn't feel right. And me and my doctors talked, and they just said it'd probably be best if I just, sat out for the rest of the season and continued to be that coach on the sideline and try and get better for baseball.
Yeah. So, now, heading into baseball, you did end up getting back. What was that experience, like for you and, just to find a way to get back on the diamond and stuff?
Yeah, it was definitely awesome because they told me it would be close, and I knew like I kind of almost felt disrespected in a way because like I felt like they didn't know who they were dealing with. Like they didn't know that I was going to work my butt off and work to get back in time. So I almost felt like it was a challenge. They were challenging me because they said, I mean, baseball, it might not happen. So it almost made me feel like I need to prove them wrong. So I worked super hard, and then yeah, I just went from there.
Okay, so what position do you play for people that may not know?
First base, mostly first base, sometimes third, but mostly first base.
Okay, so what's it like playing all those different positions?
I really like first base. I feel like it's just I don't know. It's just I always in the play most of the time, so it's pretty cool. I almost felt this year I felt like I took kind of the lead position of the infield, so it was pretty sweet. And then third base, I played a lot of third base my freshman through junior year. And then I transitioned to first my senior year. I liked third base too. It's a tough throw across the diamond, but I'd say my arm's pretty good, so I kind of like letting it unleash to first. But I think I overall I like first better.
So how was this baseball season, for you overall?
It was good. I mean, we had a lot of fun as a team. I felt like we rallied together and really played as best as we could. I had fun out there too because I mean I tried embracing every moment because there was a chance that I wasn't going to be out there. So anytime I was out on the field, I knew that I had to give it my all because you know you can snap your fingers and then boom, you're not going to be able to play again. You know what I mean. So I did everything I could. I ended up getting some all league, all district, and all state honors, so that was pretty sweet. A couple of my teammates did too. So I think overall we had a pretty successful year. We made it to the district finals in the tournament and ended up getting knocked out, but it was a pretty sweet ride.
Yeah. What will you most remember about your baseball season? And with this specific one, like what will you most remember and what was the biggest thing that you really learned overall?
Yeah, I think just all the bus rides, all the times together with the guys. I mean, not even when we were playing, we had a lot of fun too. But when we were just together, like on the bus, just laughing and having fun. That was a really good moment. And then what I learned is perseverance. You know, like I was told it would be close. I wouldn't be able to play. So I just persevered through it, and it definitely made me a better person today. So I thank baseball for that.
Okay. So so I know that graduation was probably a while ago, but has it sunk in that high school's done and you're on your way to bigger and better things?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's bittersweet. You know, I've been at that school for 12 years, so I mean that's really all I ever know. Like 8 to 3, I'm in that school, but now it's kind of sinking in. I think it's my time to go and do stuff and do some good things elsewhere. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be good for me, and I'm looking forward to it.
Are you ready to, I mean, so let's talk about what is next. What is next for you?
I'm going to Terrace State Community College in Fremont to major in business. Either I'm looking into the business management side or maybe the buying and selling side. I'm not 100% sure on the what type of business yet, but I've got some time for that. And then I'm also going to be playing baseball.
Yeah. So, do you just feel like just go maybe, just take these 2 years and see what's next?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be some hard work in the classroom and then off playing baseball. So I definitely just got to work hard. And if I work hard, I think God will just take me to where I need to be. So I think I just need to keep working as hard as I can.
All right. Um, is it weird not getting ready for football?
It is. I mean, I miss it a lot. Sometimes I drive by the high school and I see him out there working early in the mornings or late, and it's weird because I've been out on that practice field for as long as I can remember, and it's just it's sad, but you got to move on from everything, everyone, all the time. So it's just like I said, it's sad, but it's time to move on.
Absolutely. So are you, What are you feeling? I always like to ask this, but what are you feeling as you head into this new beginning for you?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think definitely nervous, but then also excited. I mean, it's just I've never been in college before, so I don't really know what that's like. I've never played college baseball. I'm a little nervous to see how I can handle the time management. I think that's going to be key. So I'm really going to focus on getting my work done and getting in the cages and stuff and working on baseball. So I think it's definitely nervous, but I'm excited for the challenge and excited for what's next.
Absolutely. Okay. Nash, I feel like we got to get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, so who is your favorite baseball player? This is currently right now, like people playing in the league, so they can't be retired.
Yeah, this is a tough one because I like Spencer Torkelson, but he's not doing too well right now. He's down the minors, so I need him to start doing a little bit better. But the first baseman for the Tigers, he's my favorite player right now, but he's in a little bit of a slump, so hopefully he'll get out of that.
Okay. Favorite team you root for? And this can be anybody.
Yeah, Ohio State. I mean, me and my dad have been my dad's been an Ohio State fan since he was a kid, and he kind of brought me up in it. So I've been an Ohio State fan as long as I can remember. Specifically football. I mean, I love them and everything, but Ohio State football, that's my favorite.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. So let's see. Um, so hmm. I always ask baseball players this, sunflower seeds or gum?
Um, I like both, but I have to say sunflower seeds just because I don't know they make you they're just there's more to it. Like gum, you don't really have to think about it. Sunflower seeds, you think about it a little bit. So it just kind of if there's a long inning and you're getting bored out there, throwing some sunflower seed and you got something to do. So yeah, and I like the flavor, obviously.
Absolutely. Proudest accomplishment you've ever had?
Um, I think it's tough. I think I have 5 school records in football for passing.
Mhm.
So I think that's a really big accomplishment for me because I worked so hard for that, and they were pretty big records. So I think all the times me and my dad spent in the yard throwing the football and all the extra work I did with receivers that was a really big accomplishment. So I think that and there's a couple others, but yeah, I'd say that's my biggest.
Okay. And then finally, if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell young Nash?
Just stay down to it. Like you're gonna get knocked over, you're gonna have hills to climb, but you just gotta stay down to it, 10 toes in the ground, just keep going as hard as you can, and like I said, God has a plan for you, and you're gonna do good things if you just keep working hard.
Absolutely. All right. Nash, thank you so much for the time as always, and let's have you on again sometime.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. I had a good time.